He is what we call an appropriationist, meaning that he recycles image, he recycles ideas coming from other people. That's Brooke Shield when she was between, I think, 10 or 12. And that's a picture that really created a tsunami of protest in the art world in the early 80s in Manhattan. Of course, it's a photo that Richard Prince didn't make. He took it. It's like literally, I'm taking photos. It's really like taking photo from other people. And when you look at this painting, and if you go to our permanent collection downstairs, where we have the Barnett Newman, which is monochromatic orange painting with one zip of color, the aesthetic model that he's using here, like the joke, is recycled. You start to overlap the different elements of recycling that are appearing in the work. And actually, when you look at this painting, if you don't notice it's a car hood, and you look at what was happening in the 70s in California with what they call the Finnish fetish of California sculpture, people like Robert Irwin, it's very close to this minimal aesthetic. Marlboro went around and said, it's no more Marlboro cigarette, it's Marlboro country, selling a lifestyle rather than a product. So when Richard does that, he also identified an image, and I was talking about iconography, or an image can become very, very quickly an icon. And how we buy in faithfully of these icons when we want to identify ourselves in the images. And there is also, through this iconography that Richard is using, pointing the finger, or not pointing the finger, but identifying, this homoerotic image that the cowboy is carrying with it. And there is always, I was talking about his ambiguity. We take, Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock. I'm not Spock, as if Spock was like Richard Prince, is not Prince, or like this image of Montgomery Clift as Sigmund Freud. It's not Montgomery Clift anymore, but it's not Sigmund Freud either. So always there is this tension in Richard Prince's work that is to be found where you don't expect it. A few years ago, he turned the camera the other way. Instead of photographing in the magazine, or to do this, this 8-track photography practice, he actually turned the camera towards the real world. And these images versus these images, there is a huge gap between. These are appropriated from biker magazines. Not like Richard Prince went to Sturgis and had a really good time. Here it's different. It's real photography. It's Richard Prince as an author, actually, who is coming back. But he's identifying in the real landscape moment of aesthetic, of almost absurd aesthetic. That could look like an artist's installation, a basketball hoop in the middle of nowhere. You see that and you're thinking, okay, so that's somewhere. Someone did that as a joke in the garden and that he appropriated. That's something actually that he invented or he put together himself. I think that Richard Prince's great contribution to the field of culture is really, contradicting that, saying that actually the world of images is a world of ID, and there is no distinction between both.